The 2025 NBA Finals have been cinema so far. Every game for the most part has come down to the wire, and every game has gave us an iconic moment. Every single game gives us a reason to why we love watching the NBA. But just how good are the 2025 NBA Finals? Well, let's find out and compare the 2025 NBA Finals to the rest of the 2020s. The 2024 NBA Finals is pretty recent history to us, as it just happened just last year. In this series, we got a finals matchup that nobody expected. Most people expected Denver versus Boston in the finals, and we ended up getting Boston in the finals. But the other team that we got in the finals, well, let's just say they had a killer for an opponent.
Player now.
Luka Doncic is not a vertical or linear athlete, but he's got the best breaks in the fucking world.
That motherfucker cold.
Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.
2024 Luka Doncic was not human. He was putting up numbers that were video game-like and would lead his Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals. Although Luka was a demon throughout the playoffs, his team wouldn't be able to give him the supporting help he needed to win an NBA championship, and the Boston Celtics would win the series in just 5 games. In comparison to this year, I think these NBA Finals have been a lot better than the 2024 Finals. A lot more closer games, more iconic moments, and with the series now heading to Game 7, I think this year's finals clears the 2024 finals.
Jimmy Butler leads with his toughness.
You know, when you step on the floor, there's going to be maximum effort every possession.
Such a unique, world-class, elite competitor.
The reason why he goes so hard, because he wants to be remembered as a winner.
The 2023 NBA Finals, in my opinion, is one of the worst finals in recent NBA memory. The Denver Nuggets, with the 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic, and the Miami Heat, who had the legend known as Playoff Jimmy. The problem with this series is that it's way too lopsided. Miami shouldn't have even been in the finals in the first place, but because of the heroics by Jimmy Butler in the earlier rounds, they made an NBA Finals where they served no purpose being in. Due to the lopsided matchup, the Nuggets steamrolled the Heat in 5 games, capturing the NBA title and giving Jokic his first title and first Finals MVP of his career. The only good game of this series was Game 2, but the Heat would win in the end in a classic game. But besides that, not too many iconic moments in this series. This year's NBA Finals is easily better than the 2023 NBA Finals.
I hate to say this right now, but to be honest with you, I don't see the Golden State Warriors bringing home another championship.
Look, that bag ain't no waiting up. Remember I was waiting up. Bitch, I'm the shit and I came from nothing. Tell my mama that the change don't come.
The 2022 NBA Finals were a magical experience to say the least. Two of the most storied franchises in recent NBA memory going at it for a chance to secure a championship. you got Curry on one side, the man who's trying to kill the narrative that he can't be the best player on his team when it matters most. Then you got Jason Tatum on the other side, a dude trying to prove that he could indeed win in the playoffs, and beating a legend like Steph Curry in the finals would be the first step in establishing Tatum's legacy. But this is 2022 Curry we're talking about. There's a reason why he's known as the baby-faced assassin. This NBA Finals is very similar to 2025, as it had a few close games here and there, but overall I think the 2025 NBA Finals are still better than the 2022 Finals. There are way more blowouts than close games in 2022, and personally, you can't be better than this year's Finals, which had a lot of close games, while having majority of your games being blowouts. For that reason alone, the 2025 NBA Finals still stand alone as the best NBA Finals of the 2020s.
Can you tell us your name?
My name is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What is your goal for your career?
I want to be NBA player.
Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When
you think you look strong?
You just a cheap fucking knockoff. I get those goosebumps every time.
The 2021 NBA Finals were a movie from start to finish. Led by two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Bucks were back in the NBA Finals for the first time in half a century, this time with the Greek Freak by their side. On the other side, you had a veteran, soon-to-be Hall of Famer in Chris Paul, who had a ton of playoff struggles leading up to this moment. But with his clutchness in these playoffs, he found a way to lead his Suns to the NBA Finals alongside Devin Booker. This series would see the Suns jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Milwaukee would take Game 3, but Game 4 is where the series really started to pick up. At the end of the game, with a chance for Phoenix to really take the lead, Giannis has one of the most iconic plays in NBA history.
Now Booker with Tucker on him, throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
Giannis's huge block helps the Bucks tie up the series at 2 games apiece. Game 5 of this series was one of the best games in recent NBA memory, as we saw again one of the most iconic plays of the 2020s and one of the most iconic plays in NBA Finals history.
Drive, gets inside, leans in, knocked away and stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul. And Antetokounmpo throws it down.
The Bucks were going to win the championship in 6 games. Now with this series, it's tough. I do think this was easily the #1 spot for the best finals of the 2020s, just because of how generational the games were from Game 4 to Game 6 of this series, but you also have to include the blowouts that happened in Game 1 and Game 3 of this series. Honestly, it's a toss-up, but for right now, I would have to say the 2021 NBA Finals are indeed slightly better than the 2025 NBA Finals. I feel like if Game 7 of this year's Finals is at least a close game and has iconic moments, then I think 2025 will have a chance to clear 2021, but as it stands right now, the 2021 NBA Finals still hold place as the best finals of the 2020s.
LeBron James turned 39 and is somehow still averaging 25 points per game.
Like, for LeBron to still show that athleticism at 39 years old is crazy impressive.
Boy, really trying to fine-tune that. Such good play by AD. LeBron trained on the track. Look out! Keep control.
Tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
The 2020 NBA Finals were the most interesting finals of the decade. We were forced to watch the NBA Finals in October instead of June, and we got the Lakers, who were the best team all year, versus the Miami Heat team that nobody even expected to make the finals. This series was pretty entertaining from start to finish, and we had a few close games like Game 3 and Game 5 of the series, and we did get 6 quality games out of this series. Although we did get pretty good hoops, I do have to say that the 2025 NBA Finals are better than the 2020 NBA Finals. The lack of a crowd is what makes the 2020 Finals inferior to other finals of this decade. It's still a very good finals, and personally it's the most underrated of the 2020s, just ahead of the 2021 Finals. But in overall terms of excitement, competitiveness, and quality games, the 2025 NBA Finals are indeed better than the 2020 NBA Finals. So yeah, those are all the 2020 NBA Finals so far. Honestly, after looking back at these NBA Finals series, it really put a new perspective in my head. We haven't had a good NBA Finals since 2021. We might have our first good Finals series since 2021 with this year's NBA Finals. And I hope that every single time we watch Game 7 of this series, we will always yell, "What the Hallie?"